Life is not just the passing of time. Life is not just the passing of time. Life is a collection of experiences. They're frequent.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel called I Talk Truth. In today's video, it's going to be about building new habits, the law of cause and effect, and also talking about sense restraint and restraining yourself from the things you want. So let's go ahead and talk. So yes, we have to build these habits that are a benefit to us. We have to make sure that whatever we do it with our full attention and we do it fully. We don't have to do things, when a lot of times doing stuff, we try to get it done and get it over with. But in everything you do, you have to do it to the 100% best you can do it. And that's a habit that's good to build. Even the small things, you might think that the small things aren't important, but the small things is what makes up the full things. The whole, the little parts make up the whole of life. So even when you're sweeping the floor, don't do it. Sweep it to the best of your ability. Even when you're washing dishes, don't do it to get it done. Do it with your mind on it fully and with the thought that I'm going to get this done to the best of my ability. We're made up of our habits. Our habits determine our consequences. Every action that we do has a consequence, and those are out of our control. We can only act. We cannot stop the consequences of our acts. So when you see a consequence in your life that you don't like, don't try to get rid of the consequence. That's out of your control. Look to find where that consequence stems from. What is the cause of this? Where did it start? How did I end up in this place? How did my mind come to this place that I don't like? What are the habits that I cultivated that caused my consequences to look this way? See, you can't say, I don't want the consequence, I'm going to get rid of the consequence, because the consequence is not in your control. Your control, only thing you can do is choose to act or choose not to act. Whatever results come from that is not, you have no control over that. It's the way the world is. It's the way the universe is. It works on laws like these. It's how order is established. If you could pick the act and the consequence, there will never be no order and evil will take over. But since the world is good in itself, and since the world is inherently good, not evil, it will destroy evil. Evil will destroy itself, and it will reward the good. So you have to make sure that your habits are good habits, not bad habits. And that's for you to contemplate on and think about and see for yourself, okay, what's a good habit? What's a bad habit? What's a habit I should keep? What's a habit I should get rid of? Where does this habit come from? Where does this consequence come from? What is the stem of this? What is the root? We got to get down to the root of the things that's going on. And we have to make sure that we don't try to interfere with the consequences. Let the consequences, they already are here. You denying them will not help you at all, but just to accept them and work to see them clearly and see where they stem from to make sure that you're not doing the same action so that you don't get the same consequences. And then see, okay, this is a good consequence. Where did this stem from? Okay, I'm going to build on that. I'm going to build on the good. I'm going to avoid the evil. And that's how you decide if something is good or evil, is the consequence will show you clearly what's good and what's evil. So that's to talk about building good habits, healthier habits. You're feeling tired and weak, and you say, okay, I don't want to feel tired and weak. and you just think about the fact that you're tired and weak instead of looking at, okay, why am I tired and weak? Okay, it's because I eat this way. There's no way that I can go around this without fixing the cause of the effect. The effect is that you feel tired and weak. The cause is that you're not eating good and you're eating what tastes good instead of what's good for your body. So you can't say I want to get rid of the consequence, which is not feeling good, not feeling well, not feeling healthy, and say I'm going to continue to do the act that is the cause of the effect. You have to make sure that you're changing the causes and not trying to change the effects. Because trying to change the effects will be a waste of time because you have no control over the effect. You eat bad, you feel tired. You can't control the fact that you feel tired. But what you can do is go back to the cause and change that habit to healthier habits. And then you'll see, okay, I feel healthier. You have to sacrifice the eating for the taste to get the benefit of feeling healthier and eating healthier. And that's how sacrifice works. You have to sacrifice things for the good. You have to sacrifice the bad for the good. You can't have both. Okay, now we talk about sense restraint. What is sense restraint? Sense restraint is restraining yourself from certain activities, such as, like I said, eating bad. You don't have to restrain yourself from sex, but if that's one thing that you see is causing you trouble, causing you confusion, or causing you any painful feelings, give that up. Give that up. If you see that, it's causing you these things, why would you want to keep it? What would be the benefit of it? Besides that, it makes you feel it feels pleasurable, and that's why I say a lot of people say, why do you always not do the things that are fun? Why do you not everything nice, everything that's good? You don't do it, and that's because I see that these pleasurable things are causing me to act blindly, just chasing after the pleasure. It's important. It's very important to restrain your senses. If you don't restrain yourself in the senses and you chase blindly after things, you will be blind and you will be subject to suffering. You will be caught in a cycle of addictions. Addiction is not just a drug or a thing. There's very subtle addictions. Social media, that's an addiction in my opinion. Porn, that's one that has caused me a lot of chaos in my mind that I chose to give up. I see that as an addiction. To me, an addiction is anything that, a lot of times we say, oh, I'm not addicted to that. I could stop at any moment. Try it. Try to stop doing it and watch the feelings that come up, the pain that you feel from trying to stop it. All right, guys, again, thank you guys for tuning in. I have to do a separate recording, but thank y'all for tuning in. Remember always that you can get through whatever is in front of you. If you just persist and keep going, there's nothing that can stop you from overcoming whatever it is in front of you. Just keep pushing, and I promise you, if you keep going, if you keep pushing, the light will shine. After the darkness, the light comes. So yeah, you guys be great, do good, do what you know is right. You know what's right, and you know what's wrong and what you shouldn't be doing. You know what's right and what you should be doing. Try to do what's right. Thank you guys. Y'all have a good one. May y'all be free from suffering.